Took a long time. Let's talk about it. Bach's Boureé in E minor. Like the legendary classical guitar song. The legendary sound. Lick. Right there. It's like playing with E minor and B major. This whole thing's based around E minor. But Bach's throwing in so many other chords that make it more intense. You're gonna have a B7. Well, it's not in the key of E minor, but raising the third of the dominant chord, the 5, which is B, in the key of E. In the key of E, the 5 is B, right? It's usually B minor, but raising it to B major, making it the dominant, it leads that major third on the B. This D sharp really wants to go back to E. So it's just like, makes things more intense, all right? This is, I only have a tiny grasp of this stuff, but Johann Sebastian Bach was a great composer. Everyone knows that. Let's look at what really cool things he was doing, especially in this song. There's a lot to be talked about, but I'm just gonna focus on the last little run that he does. I think it's so cool. Okay, we know it's an E minor, right? But how's he gonna get there? So, this last little phrase, it's like so the first little thing is going to A minor. This A, we got an A, an E, and a C right there. So how does he go to A minor? He throws a little 5 right before it. What's the 5 of A minor? E. You want to make it really more intense? Make it E major, which is right this. This is the E major. Okay, 3 notes: E, G sharp, and B. So he's got an E major, but you got the third in the bass, and then the E right there in the top, and B right there below it. But by having the G sharp in the bass, nice pull for the bass line. So, okay. And then he throws a D major over F sharp. Yep. Where's that D major gonna go? Probably it's gonna set up the next chord, which is the 5. D major is going to act as the 5 of G, which is the next chord he goes to. So, okay, what we got so far? That's a 5-1, down to 5, to 1 as A minor, and then we got 5-1. But in this case, we got D major is the 5, G is the 1, right? But we got this, it's a G augmented. So we got G and B, okay, that is the root and third. And then it would usually be D, but we're raising the D up a fret, a half step. Why? Well, it might be better for the voice leading. It might blend well with the next chord. Yes, it does. This little C chord right here. Okay, what we got so far? Augmented. So, ooh. That G is going to act as the 5 of the next chord, which is C. So you see 5, 1, 5. What we got? 5, 1, 5, 1. Then it's really okay. You can think of all these as 5 1s, right? 5, 1. It's the 1, but it's also going to be the 5 of the next chord. A to D. I mean, D to A. Fuck. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. There's a lot to think about, a lot to explain. This is a little difficult to explain. All right. A minor. You can think of it as the 1. Just have the E to set it up, right? And then on the next chord, it's going to act as the 5 to the next chord, which is D. Now D, you can think of it as the 1, but it's also going to act as the 5 as the next chord. G, augmented. Now you can think of that G augmented as the 1, it's also the 5 of the next chord, which is C. Right here. We got a C, a G, and an E. So a lot of these chords are not in root position so that they can make the bass line work. So because like this one, got that, and make it augmented so that it blends a little bit better to this E that's coming up, which is going to be the 3rd of C. And then, what's that? F sharp minor. Little C sharp in the bass, but where's that? Okay, that's kind of a curveball. That must be setting up for something. F sharp is going to be the 5 of B. And then B over this D sharp so that I can lead to our 1, which is E minor. So, okay. 5, 1. 5, 1. Okay. 5, 1. Another 5, 1. And C sharp, and then C major, sorry. And then F sharp minor. Okay. Call it a 5. B major. Where's B major want to go? E minor. And we got just dancing around. E minor, A, B major, B minor type. This B. We got 5 1s, 5 1s, 5 1s, 5 1s, 5 1s. So 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. That's the main thing. 5 1, 5 1, 5 1. It's going on all the time. But this, I mean, the whole thing is genius. Yeah. I gotta go touch some grass. I kind of just drove myself a little crazy playing this. That first take took a long time to get. I mean, I don't have much nails. I'm using that as my excuse. I need to grow out my nails, hopefully, so I can get this sounding better. But it's a struggle because I always chip them, and they never grow to where they really need to be to make the classical guitar sound great. But I got many things to be grateful about. I don't really need to complain much. So no one really wants to hear it when you complain. Getting a call from Laval, Quebec, Canada. I find that hard to believe. Yeah, go listen to Bach. You'll get that stuff ingrained in your head. Just listening to it, even while you're doing something else, the stuff gets in your brain, and you'll be able to just really pick those things out. 5-1, 5-1. Oh, there's a 5, setting up to 1. Have a good day, too. You can choose to have a good day, or you can choose to have a bad day. I'm choosing good. I'm going to go outside before I lose it. Right on.